The emergency beacon cut through the void like a scream in the darkness. Commander Sarah Chen stared at the holographic display aboard the UES Prometheus, her weathered face illuminated by the pulsing red distress signal that had materialized from the depths of uncharted space. "Ma'am, the signal is coming from the Kepler 442 system," reported Lieutenant Torres, his fingers dancing across the quantum communication array. It's not human." Chen's eyes narrowed. In her 30 years of service with the United Earth Space Command, she had encountered 17 different alien species. Most were peaceful traders or explorers. Some were indifferent to humanity's existence. A precious few had become allies. But this signal carried something she had never heard before in any alien transmission: pure, unadulterated terror. "Patch it through," she ordered. The bridge fell silent as an otherworldly voice filled the command center. The universal translator struggled with the alien phonetics, producing a haunting, melodic tone that seemed to bypass the ears and speak directly to the soul. "To any who receive this message, we are the Vatar of the fourth spiral. Our worlds burn. Our people die. The devourers have come. They consume everything, matter, energy, life itself. We have fought for 7 cycles, but our fleets are broken. Our hope fades. If there are others out there who value life, who know mercy, please, help us." The transmission ended with what could only be described as a sob that transcended species barriers. The bridge crew exchanged glances, the weight of the aliens' desperation settling over them like a shroud. "Distance to their system?" Chen asked quietly. "Approximately 47 light-years, ma'am," Torres replied. "At maximum hyperspace velocity, it would take our fastest ships 6 days to reach them." Chen turned to her tactical officer. "What do we know about the Vatar?" "Very little," Lieutenant Commander Park responded, pulling up files on his console. "First contact was made 18 months ago by the exploration vessel Curiosity. They're a peaceful species, primarily focused on art and philosophy. Technology level roughly equivalent to ours, maybe slightly behind in military applications. Population spread across 12 worlds in their home system. And these devourers? Unknown, ma'am. Not in any of our databases." Chen stood and walked to the massive viewport that dominated the forward wall of the bridge. The stars stretched out before her, each point of light representing countless worlds, countless lives. Somewhere out there, an entire civilization was crying out for help. "Torres, open a priority channel to Earth Command. Full encryption." Within minutes, Admiral Harrison's hologram materialized in the center of the bridge. The elderly man's face was grim as he listened to Chen's report. "Commander, I'm looking at the tactical situation now," Harrison said, his fingers steepled. "The Vatar system is beyond our established patrol routes. We have no treaty obligations, no strategic interests. The Security Council is already debating this. Sir, with respect, we're talking about the extinction of an entire species." "I understand that, Commander, but we're also talking about potentially exposing humanity to an unknown threat. What if these devourers turn their attention to us next?" Chen felt a familiar fire building in her chest, the same flame that had driven her through the academy, through the Proxima conflict, through every moment when she had to choose between safety and what was right. "Then we face them with our heads held high, sir. Isn't that what makes us human? We don't abandon people who need help." The Admiral was quiet for a long moment. "The Council is split. I can't authorize a full fleet. Deployment! Then authorize whatever you can, sir, even if it's just my ship. Before Harrison could respond, the communication array erupted with activity. Signals were coming in from across human space. Every ship, every station, every colony that had intercepted the Vatar distress call. "Admiral," Torres called out, his voice filled with wonder. "You need to see this." The main display shifted to show a tactical map of human space. Across the network, ship after ship was registering movement toward the Kepler 442 system. Merchant vessels were jettisoning cargo to increase speed. Research ships were abandoning their missions. Even civilian transports were joining the growing Armada. Captain Rodriguez of the cargo hauler Lucky Strike. "If they need help, we're coming." Dr. Elizabeth Kane from the science vessel. Newton. "No species should face extinction alone." Commander Singh of the patrol ship. Defiant. "The fleet stands ready." The messages kept coming. Hundreds of ships, thousands of volunteers. Humanity was moving as one, driven not by orders or treaties, but by something deeper, an innate refusal to let evil triumph while they had the power to fight it. Admiral Harrison's expression softened as he watched the spontaneous mobilization. "Well, Commander, it seems the people have spoken. Consider your fleet authorized. I'll coordinate with the other sectors to provide support." Chen smiled for the first time since receiving the distress call. "Thank you, sir." As the Prometheus powered up its hyperspace engines, Chen addressed her crew. "We don't know what we're flying into. These devourers might be more powerful than anything we've ever faced. But we're not going because we know we'll win. We're going because it's the right thing to do. That's what makes us human." The ship lurched as it entered hyperspace, followed by hundreds of others. Across the galaxy, an entire species waited in their darkest hour, not knowing that help was coming, not knowing that somewhere in the void, humanity had heard their call and answered with everything they had. Because when the darkness comes for the innocent, humans don't hide. They light their torches and march into the void, shouting defiance at the stars themselves. The fleet raced through hyperspace toward an uncertain fate, carrying with them the hopes of two species and the unbreakable spirit that had carried humanity from caves to the stars.